So let's talk sissification. Okay, I did not really get into sissification on the internet. I kind of had some adventures on it beforehand. I had dated a full transgender girl years ago, and so I kind of had a little bit of understanding, but just enough to get myself in a lot of trouble in the first few years. Sissification is not transgender. Okay, let's start there. Sissification is another one of our power exchange. It really is. It is about a man who wants to be forced into women's clothing, women's situations, women's lingerie, women's makeup. And it is about the power exchange between two people, or sometimes more, if we're kind of really lucky. So most of the sissification that I deal with is textile. And what I mean by textile is it is about the fabric, the cut of a panties, the wearing of pantyhose and nylons. It is about the feel of something. Not all of it is, though. Some guys are into forced, forced buy situations to where, they're made to suck cock. A lot of guys are into pegging with strap-ons or other implements or devices. So, it's really like every single fetish out there. Everything that I talk about, I will talk about in generalization. That does not mean that I understand it in generalization. Every single thing is an individual thing. And when you go to write about it, it can be difficult because I have talked to a lot of people over the years involving sissification, and I have a lot of material to draw from. Now, each one of those situations is an individual with their own wants and desires and their own plan of action. And that makes it hard because, when I go to write about it, I'm pulling from all this stuff, and I know that some guy is going to go, that's fucking bullshit. It's gonna happen. And, for that person, it is. It is absolute bullshit. But for the next person deciding, they're going to go, oh my gosh, she hit it right on the head. She knows exactly what I want. And I'm right in that situation too. So, as I'm writing, I do try to vary stuff up a lot. And I do try to pull from all the stories that I've been told and the ones that me and people have made up over the years, and just kind of throw in a generalization that is not too general, because then it just gets boring. I do think when it comes to sissification and me, I do have some advantages that maybe a lot or a number of other authors may or may not have, just simply because I have been engrossed into this fetish since 2007, for sure. It really started to gain a lot more popularity, I would say around 2011 is when I really started to see more people just start to ask for it. And that could be some of, you get in a realm of people and more people get drawn to you. It could be that. I'm not going to say for sure. So, writing about sissification, writing about any fetish out there is so hard. It is so hard. It's a lot of fun. It's a ton of fun. But it is difficult because I do know that every person is going to have their own slate of how they view it, what they want, how they want it to play out. And you're just not ever going to get it right 100% of the time. And I don't try. I'm going to be honest. I don't try to get it right with every single person. I try to get the story right. I try to write the story in a way, and I hope that you see that. Another thing I really have published right now in Sissification is the co-authored novel with Liam, Amelia, and Shannon, which I will be doing a recording on very shortly. And if you haven't read that and you're into Sissification, please take a moment to go read it. And please send me some feedback and the other authors, feedback in regards to it. We always want to hear constructive criticism. But, with any story, and I have others that I'm working on and I'm plotting out and things of that nature. Any story that I do, I want to get the story right. I mean, I'm telling a story that has sex in it or has sexual notations in it. Sissification doesn't always involve sex. It's almost kind of a BDSM thing where the high comes off of other aspects, you know, when I say high, I mean adrenaline high. I mean sexual tension high. That's what I mean by high. So, you know, with that doesn't necessarily mean that sex is always going to be involved. And when I mean by sex, I mean oral, anal, vaginal. That's what I mean by sex. Yeah, I very much understand sex and sexual relations is well beyond those three, but we have to put a definition on stuff. If you're into sissification, I would absolutely adore hearing what you have to say about it. If you think I'm just full of fucking bullshit, then, you know, tell me that too. Make sure you use the, you know. I had a guy one time that had that term, and it always made me laugh. And he meant it in a fun way. It wasn't meant in a mean way. It was meant in a fun way. So, you know, tell me what you got thinking on, you know, if you've ever done it, if you ever wanted to do it, if you thought about it, if you're scared to fucking death of the thought of it. Yeah, all of that, put it in the comments below. Feel free to send me an email, and we'll talk soon. Have a great whatever day of the week you're currently sitting on.